Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Aiden, and today we're going to throw a vase.
It might be a little too big.
Yeah, this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but let's give it a go. So we're going to center the clay first. This piece is quite large, so coning it was quite difficult for me. But what you want to do is try and soften the clay up by coning it up and down several times to get the clay consistency and the particles flowing in the same direction. I'm going to push in 2 hands this time because it's a big boy. Push the walls out. And just, as you can see, it's not centered completely, but we'll fix that later. Using the palm of your hand, pushing hard against the walls. So we're trying to get a tall cylinder here, keeping the walls thick because we're going to pull it up later. So it was a little bit wobbly at the top, so I had to trim it off. Clean the edge off with some water, and then let's get going. So pulling the clay up using a wet sponge, just trying to feel the wheel and pull the clay up layer by layer. So as you can see here, I damaged the top of the wall, but it was manageable. You can just kind of mold it back into shape again. So pulling the cylinder up as high as you can. So continue pulling the walls up. Make sure that sponge is nice and wet. You can see the concentration in my face. I think I'm a bit worried as well because I have no idea how this is going to go. So I had to stand up now because I couldn't get my hand into the bottom, which worked pretty well. Take your time on this. What I found another good thing about pulling the walls up was slow your wheel down, which gave me a lot more control on pulling the walls up. Bring in your shaping tool, clear away the bottom of that excess clay and make sure it's nice and clean. So in my head here, the idea was to make a kind of geometric pot. So I wanted a really nice, clean, straight line. Which looks pretty good. The clay was getting pretty dry, because this is groggy clay as well. So that looks nice. This tool is great for getting nice, straight, clean lines. And now I'm going to do the top of the vase. Don't worry about it being perfect. I think that was my issue here. I was wanting the vase to be perfectly clean. We can do all that after the pot's dry. Maybe give it a day or two and we can do the trimming. I didn't have a sponge, so I used a brush to dry away any excess water on the bottom of the pot. And now I brought in the heat gun. So this heat gun is great for drying your pot just slightly so you can remove your pot without making any finger marks or distorting the shape of the pot. Bring in your wire, cut it off. Lovely. Dry hands, pick it up. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to follow my pottery journey, show you all the tips and tricks that I have learned so far, or feel free to share your experience, ask me any questions. See you in the next video. Cheers!